In the NBA on 2K Sports. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5. And for the Celtics, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach is drawing up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
So it's Boston now. The Hornets making their last shot. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team.
And here's Charlotte now. To the paint. Here's Diabate. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the night. And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. On the wing, Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believed Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
So it's Boston now, after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. And Tatum, here we go. Brown finds White. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Ball passes to Miller. Here's Knipple. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Tatum. It's stolen. It's a one-on-one situation. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, a high IQ player. Knipple, he just knows how to draw the foul in the act.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Tatum against Bridges. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
Boston making a switch here. Vucevic has checked in. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Now here's White. And there's the rejection. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Ian. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys, back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Garza's checked in for Hauser. Shireman comes in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Derek White. Charlotte also making some changes. Salon comes in for Bridges. And James is subbed in for Ball. And it's Shireman missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pritchard against White. James outside. Here's Knipple. 6 points for him. Garza grabs the board.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Pritchard surviving the D. Over to the wing. Here's Shireman. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Hornets trail by 3. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. With the drive, cuts off the pass. It's James on the wing. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Charlotte shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
If there's anybody that can come out of college and command leadership right away, it's Con Knipple.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. Here's Knipple. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Pritchard. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
They swipe it. There's the drive. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Celtics up by 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
On the floor for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with James. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. Cadis checked in for Boston. Shot clock at 5. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The 3 from Ball. Boston with a rebound. Brown with it. Pass to White. Back to Brown. 5 to shoot. Brown attack.
Whoa!
Oh!
Sweet move.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Ball against White. Goes up at the stripe. He can't hit that time.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Pass to Walsh. Stolen by Miller. Now here's Bridges. Now Miller. Queta pulls it in.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Tatum, he's checked in for Walsh. There's the block. Here's Bridges on the take. James. Pass to Bridges. Miller outside. Back to Bridges. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Ball. Charlotte again missing. Boston leading by 8. Here's Tatum. Ooh, and he took a hard foul. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The previous play is under review.
Smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Let's take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He makes a first.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. It's his first trip to the line. And he drops it first.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
Here's White. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. Hornets trail by 8. Ball with it. Guarded by Hauser. Pass to Diabate. Ball taking his time here. LaMelo working inside.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And Boston with some changes. Garza comes in for Queta. And Pritchard is subbed in for Hauser. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
The Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Knippel's checked in for Bridges. Tatum from long range. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
From deep three-point range, Shireman grabs a board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Rising up. Knippel really showing his verticality.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pritchard against White. And Pritchard, here we go. Here's Garza. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum. What a finish.
I'll tell you, with those long strides, Tatum gets up court in a hurry.
Here's White. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Outside Tatum. 34 seconds left in the first half. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Pass to Salon from downtown. Knocks down the triple. Salon, he's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boston leading by 5.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Now here's Pritchard. He has 6. Pass to Tatum. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams are going to have to wait.
The previous play
They're going
is
to bring
under
out the
review.
monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And I couldn't tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a clear look at it either. They have to get it.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so it's Boston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
That'll be a 5-second. call. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Knipple, defended by Hauser. Pass the ball. Floats one up. Miller outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Boston leading by 7. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Tatum passes to Hauser from outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Hauser's gotten his second bucket on the night. Hornets trail by 10. And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
Third personal foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Here's Tatum. Hauser outside. Back to Tatum. The 3. Knipple with the rebound. And for the Hornets, they're shooting an average of 43% from the floor. To the middle. White with a steal. Stolen by Ball. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Oh, Ball soars in.
And there's the athletic grace of LaMelo Ball. Poetic.
Here's Brown. He's got 5. Outside White. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Bridges. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Boston with some changes. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. And Walsh is subbed in for Tatum. James is checked in for Charlotte. Ball outside. From deep three-point land. The rebound, Celtics. Here's White. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from James. Here's Ball. Pass to Diabate. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him. Pritchard's checked in for Brown.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The shot by James, no good. Boston leading by 8. Here's Walsh. The kick out to White. 4-3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to White. Launches it. Pure from three-point range. White's got 5 points.
A smooth three-point shot from White, who just had to hit them right back.
White against Pritchard. Hauser outside. Right wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Pritchard. Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets trail by 8. Here's James. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Charlotte shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Garza's checked in for Boston. Shireman comes in for White. That free throw good from James. Boston leading by 5. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Hornets trail by 5. It's picked off. Out to the right wing. Tries the spin move. Here's Vucevic. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And rejected. And he's able to get it back. Screened by Bridges. Long. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And a change for the Hornets. Miller's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. White, the pass to James. Shot from 16. Boston with a rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside, Brown. Stolen by Miller. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston out in front. They lead by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Hornets trail by 5. On the floor for Charlotte. They've got Miller. Also Kobe White out there. And it's Knipple in at the 3 slot. Pass to Miller. Here's Knipple, defended by Hauser. Out left to the wing. The 3 is up. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 5. Left side Pritchard. The 3 ball. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Knipple. Down low. Here's Diabate. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Tatum.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Derek White's checked in for Boston. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Brown passes to Tatum. 6 to shoot. The layup misses. Hornets trail by 3. Ball outside. Here's the pick. Hounded by Tatum. The kick out to Ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Goes back up. Tatum pulls it in. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. That one goes. Count it.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Ball fires. Cleared away by White.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
At the line for your Celtics, Derek White.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
And Charlotte making a change here. Bridges is checked in. In the corner, Tatum for 3. Can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 6. Outside ball. Now White. Beyond the arc. The triple drop.
I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Brown against White. Outside Tatum. Shoot from 14. Bridges pulls it down. Charlotte's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And here's ball. Bridges, a screen on White. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Miller's checked in for Charlotte. Celtics lead by 3. Outside Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
Ball fired.
Celtics foul.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Ball nails both of them.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Pritchard. Here's a pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. From 13 feet. Ooh, it doesn't go.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his 3rd foul so far. Kobe White, he's checked in for Ball. It falls!
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
And here's Charlotte now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now Miller fires the 3. The 3 ball is down.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And Charlotte making a change here. Ball's checked in. Can knock it down, and they really needed that one.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
To tie it up. Shot blocked. Out of bounds. Hornets ball as Charlotte keeps possession. Tatum with a steal. Tatum on the drive. Flushes it down with both hands.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And now, all right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.